Hey, and good afternoon. This is Angela from Ask a House Cleaner, and I'm super excited that you guys have joined me today. Today, I'm here with Shari Cedar, and she is brilliant. And I'm super excited to have her back. She runs one of the largest cleaning companies, commercial cleaning companies in the state of Florida that's independently owned and operated. And she runs the business with her husband. And she's just a wealth of information.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is wonderful to be here as Super Treat, and I love your background. I will just continue to say that it's brilliant, colorful, and cheery and happy, which is what cleaning should represent.
And so, having the training to make sure that you are safe, what precautions do you take to put in place so that a house cleaner, I'm sorry, what is the term?
A
A commercial
janitor,
cleaner,
team member,
what do they prefer to be called?
the cleaners. We call them
Cleaners.
cleaners.
Okay, cool. So, what precautions do you have in place for a cleaner to follow those rules instead of just making stuff up? Because, well, I got this in my hand and it worked on this, so maybe it'll work on this too.
Well, that right in there is like one of the single most important things you can do as a large commercial cleaning company is training and supervision and accountability. That is one of the most important reasons why you would have a commercial cleaning company as opposed to, somebody's cousin's neighbor. When somebody starts, there's two ways this goes. You start a new account, you have group training with everybody. We have certifications that people get. They take classes, they have ongoing training. We do hands on training. Area managers, we train and we train and we train to the point where the area managers are like, "Ugh, again? Like, yes, more. And you're going to love it because it's important." We have a quality assurance and trainer. That's her entire job. That's all she does is to make sure that everyone's doing things correctly. And if she finds something that's not being done correctly, we retrain and retrain. And if they're not trainable, we maybe would help them find other employment elsewhere.
I trained for a company that was a very large company and they had a lot of trainers. And so there was a lot of room for error. And one of the things that they did, and we don't do it in residential, but it was a brilliant idea, is they had a little tiny scan code on the insides of all of the different rooms. So as the house cleaner, sorry, the cleaner would come in, they would scan, they had a little tiny scanner in their pocket. They would scan this little code. I'm in here now. And it was linked to their personal account. So, like, I, Angela, am in this room. I am cleaning this bathroom. Then, when they would go to use the cleaning supply, they would scan the cleaning supply. Like, I, Angela, used this cleaning supply on this surface. And while there were cameras and everything all over, what was really interesting about it is there were like 6 touch points before they got out of one little area where they had to scan all these different things. And I'm like, whoa, this is really high tech and high touch. But it was really interesting because it held every single person accountable. If you are the area manager and you're coming in to inspect an area and something is scratched or something is damaged or the wrong supply has been used on a surface, you know who is cleaning, you know what supplies they used. And it also was the way that they tracked their inventory for cleaning supplies. Because if you scan this and you have used all these different cleaning supplies, you're going to run out at a certain time. But it also prevented the cleaners from, taking some of those supplies home and then using them to run their own cleaning businesses. So it was really an interesting way to kind of manage and then hold everybody accountable to the same standards.
Yeah, I don't think that Mark and I would feel good about that because we do use the scan codes for many, many customers because they need to show if they get an inspection, right? Yes,
Mhm.
we've been cleaning this many times. And we do that for a lot of customers and it helps track to know how quickly or slowly people are moving. Are they covering things correctly? But I think if you had to scan everything the same way they do in the hospital every time they take your temperature, I think that really slows things down, and I think productivity and efficiency would be really hampered that way.
This was a huge company that
Yeah.
needed to track those kinds of things. And I think that every step along the way, there are probably adjustments. If you're a certain size company, you do things a certain way. And certainly if you're a solo cleaner, you do them a different way. All right, you guys, thanks so much for joining me here today. Thank you, Sherry. This has been enlightening and informational and entertaining. So thank you. I appreciate you guys dropping in today to visit with us and to share this information. So until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.
Yes. Shine brighter.